Yeah, I mean, paying the piper sucks. I can relate to that. Withdrawals. I don't know why I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah,
it makes
me crawl out of my skin to even think about this song.
Yeah, like withdrawals suck, but okay. All right, back with another Tom MacDonald reaction. Checking out the new song Withdrawals. Let's get into it.
The doctor said to talk to him if I wanted to get off my meds, but I never called his office and poured the bottle in the garbage can. I'm stuck in this apartment and I'm anxious like the cops are here. I tried to call like all my friends, none of them are answering. Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over, cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia got me worried, sick, and it is so annoying. I've been throwing up, it looked like motor oil, but I chose to quit and now I can't avoid it. The right things to do are the hardest choices. Is this the moment when I need a donor? Liver failing from the liquor pouring, while the room is spinning, eating vodka soda. What is almost killing me is being sober. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawal. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Never cared for therapists, arrogant.
Ooh, my dad had liver failure because he was an alcoholic. He had liver cancer, liver failure. Ugh.
Yeah. So what else was he talking about?
He's
throwing up because throwing up with like motor oil.
Yeah, he was talking about the skin. His skin,
what kind of withdrawals
tweaking,
was this?
Itching.
That's just the real hard stuff you do. You like throw up and you like have suicidal thoughts and things like this. Just from talking, I've never been on like hard things, but from talking to people who have.
Miserable.
Yeah.
So is he singing about like from the perspective of a person going through it, like any withdrawals?
Yeah, I think he's talking about his withdrawals.
Is he talking about his own experience though, or just like the experience of withdrawals in general?
Okay, I think both.
Oh, okay.
I think he's talking about himself with alcohol, but then he's like, this is what the teenagers are feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So do alcohol withdrawals make you throw? Is that what he's talking about?
Oh, I bet there's some kind of alcohol withdrawals.
Or was he on pharmaceuticals or something else too?
I don't know. But I love how also it's like spoken word. Like I love how he's like exploring so many different like angles of music and topics and stuff, you know? Super interesting.
I wish that I was high with all my friends. Never cared for therapists, my arrogance embarrassing. It isn't fair to tear with this. Addiction placed my parents in. I'm scared repair will never fix the voluntary negligence, the wear and tear my errors did. They almost had to bury me. Is this the moment where I screw up and relapse? Waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax. Lash out in anger whenever I react. Feel like a weak man, I don't wanna be that. Living every day to get a buzz on the weekend. I'm in the deep end, fighting with demons. Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. My bones are shaking in my hands and feet. I see my rib cage, but I can't eat. I still wake up panicking, so I can't sleep. I just sit in the bathtub and try to breathe. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawal. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. I've never felt this.
Oh, I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose.
And this is what kids call withdrawals.
Oh.
It's like, how many kids are going through stuff like that? Because kids get on pharmaceuticals too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like actually prescribed for them. Not necessarily from the streets. I mean, that happens too, which is pretty crazy. But like, it's one thing for an adult to go through something like this, but like, could you picture as a kid going through withdrawals?
It would suck. It would suck. My brother, when he broke his hip, he was on like super, super, super strong like pharmaceuticals.
Was he able to just get on and off?
No. I remember my mom was saying like he was starting to get, like my dad was with his surgery, like he was starting to get like dependent.
Dang.
But I can only imagine, this is crazy, like I feel like it's like a fast track, like either, like he said, you're either going to overdose or you're going to go through some crazy withdrawals to get off of it. But both suck.
How did your brother get off? Did they taper him off?
Well, I think my mom just, like, it's like somebody has to, as a kid, somebody has to buy them for you. So, and
right,
he was,
but I mean, like, if he was getting dependent, did he have to go through withdrawals, or did she like do a slow taper for him?
I mean, I think cold turkey.
Oh.
I don't think she was really like that in tune with like, it's my mom.
Dang, as a kid?
Yeah, I mean, that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Really wish that I was high with all my friends. I've never felt this bad before. I don't know if I'll make it. Don't have the strength to get off the floor right now, but I'm hoping and praying. My whole life I wanted more. This might be the end, but now I've had too much fun. It's over now. I loved what I hated. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
Oh, wait, it's still going?
That was
Alright.
cathartic. I felt like I was feeling what he was talking about.
Really? See, I feel like I wasn't. Well, I'm not really good at that. Like the whole feeling what other people talking about things.
Yeah.
But like as relating to it, it's like I've never been like addicted to things that were like social things.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like I can't relate to the part where like wanting to be out with your friends doing the things. It's like everything I've ever been addicted to is stuff I did in the house by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's imagination, that's why.
Oh yeah, I don't have
I think it's that.
that skill.
'Cause I feel like it was cathartic because it's like what the subject matter he was talking about had all these pictures and images and like flashbacks and memories of like I've never been like super addicted to anything, but like my dad was very much an addict, and then he like alcoholism runs in that whole side of the family. And so, you know, my nephew right now is in Vegas and he's basically like, I don't even know, crackhead or something. Like he, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
he looks pretty bad.
He's messed up. He's been messed up for a long time. So, I was just thinking of all that, but it's like imagination versus no.
I mean, your dad was an alcoholic too.
Yeah.
I think that's mainly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He said the doctor gave him something, but he threw it away. Right? And so that reminds me of like Candace Owens' story.
What?
It's like she got prescribed some kind of addictive anxiety medicine in college.
Oh,
Because she
yeah,
broke up with her
yeah.
boyfriend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she talked to her roommate, and basically her roommate talked her out of using it,
Yeah.
so she threw it away. Sounds like he did something similar when the doctor gave him pills, right in the beginning.
Yeah.
Didn't he mention something about the doctor gave it to him, he threw it away?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing this song's mainly about alcohol for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just weird because it's like, I feel like you have to have a certain level of wokeness, awakenedness, like a certain awareness to like see when something like could potentially help you or hurt you and like be able to face the reality that it's going to suck no matter what option you choose.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, it's like, just like her roommate told her that, it's like, my mom was the type, take a pill, pop a pill, like at any given moment. So
that was like literally what her mom would say.
she literally used to be like
Lex would be like, my stomach hurts. Her mom would be like, oh, take a pill.
yeah. Like literally, like my brother.
It was like a catchphrase for her.
When my dad was dying, he had like 24 medications for all these different things he didn't even have that they had misdiagnosed him with. He was still on the medication. Like crazy. So it's like, it's just like up in the air. It's like to know what's going to help and what's going to hurt and like who to trust. Like who, you know what I mean? They might love you, but they might not understand what we're working with.
Like when we met, she was 15, I was 16. She was on 8 prescription medications. I mean, some were like asthma, but you're like 8 medications, like from the doctor. But I think 1 was an inhaler, and we're counting that. So, however you want to count it, 7 plus an inhaler or whatever.
It was 8.
But,
It was
right.
8 actual medications.
Wait, 8 pills?
Yeah, the
and an
inhaler wasn't all the time.
Oh,
It was
okay.
whenever I needed it. But yeah, it was 8. 2 nasal sprays and 6 pills.
Dang.
Yeah. Crazy.
And now you're on
Nothing.
0.
Nothing. But it's like he said, like, you know, basically you take a pill, it's like going to treat the symptom, it's not going to solve the problem, and then it's going to make you worse off in the long run. To have that awareness and be able to, like, not get super roped into pharmaceuticals on top of what you're already dealing with is very, I would say that's bright. That's very, like, intelligent to realize.
Yeah, I mean, paying the piper sucks. I can relate to that. I'm sorry, I just can't relate to the social aspect of it. Because, I mean, I would imagine that would make it even harder. You know what I mean? Because then you're like, it's fun as well as you get the high from the thing.
Yeah.
Versus when you don't have the social aspect, you just have the high from the thing, but it's not like your whole social group, your friends and everything, like they are a trigger. Like that sucks.
Right.
You know, because you could go hang with your friends to like avoid doing stuff in the house. if you don't have that. But for him, it's like the exact opposite.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to quit, especially like alcoholism. I can just say, from the child of an alcoholic, like my dad used to go out drinking with his friends and his brothers every single weekend. Every weekend. He got so many DWIs. I don't know how he stayed out of prison. He was in Alcoholics Anonymous.
Had the
he had a breathalyzer
in
in his car. Like he was on probation. Like he did everything but spend time in prison for it. And I used to write him letters upon letters upon letters, crying and just like, Dad, you should stop doing this because of this and this. And that couldn't even break him. That couldn't even get him to like quit. So it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if you have to take medicine, you have to take it. But like, she just didn't really need it.
Yeah.
And her mom was just very pro medicine.
Mine was mostly for asthma, like allergies and asthma.
All 6 pills?
Yeah. That was it.
But yeah, if you have like an actual condition, you gotta take medicine. You have to take medicine. I mean, it is what it is.
They tried to prescribe me anxiety medication it's like freshman year of college, and they tried to prescribe me anxiety medication, but I didn't take it. But yeah, I feel like it's crazy because like medicine, like pharmaceuticals can help in extreme situations, but that is not the way to get off an addiction.
Right.
Like maybe even like methadone helps you like slowly, but it's like working your way off of it versus like trading one for another, or like.
Well, I mean, eventually you have to work your way off to something. You have to taper off something.
Tapering.
So I mean, I could see for like super hard street stuff, switching to a pharmaceutical and then maybe tapering off that.
I wonder if tapering from alcohol is possible.
I'd imagine anything is possible. Do you want to go cold turkey or not? Do you want to make this as like painless as possible? Do you want to just take it all on at once?
Man, but the weird thing is, it's like when you go cold turkey, okay, you're gonna be to the finish line as like the fastest, just because you're literally taking the fastest route. But I don't think it's so simple as like you're just gonna be good.
Right.
You know.
Like when you're going through withdrawals, you haven't had your fix for the day yet, so you feel like crap. Like so irritable and cranky, and that's just like at first, and then it just gets worse and worse. You want to crawl out your skin, and you get the heebie-jeebies everywhere. You know what I mean? And like you're literally not happy unless you're high on whatever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's like it literally replaces, somehow your brain chemicals shift to where like your default becomes whatever you're addicted to, and if you don't have that, then you're like worse off. I wonder why Tom is singing about addiction, like why withdrawals. You know what I mean? Like, is he going through some things right now? I hope that you guys are going to enjoy your day ahead or your night ahead or wherever you are in the world. We love you guys. Until next time, that's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. Who to go? She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know.